solutions in helping businesses streamline their processes, reduce errors, and gain real-time visibility. And we do this by providing telematic solutions, your TMS, and visitor management solutions, well as job cutting. And that's hence I am not alone. I am with Jan Bernen. He is a leading expert in trailer management, a digital fleet and digital fleet management. And today he has a presentation for us, an exciting presentation. I can't wait, Jan, to hear about what you have for us. Jan, over to you. Please introduce yourself, and the platform is yours. You are currently on mute.
My apology. I'm Jan Berning. I'm from the company TASA. For 27 years, we've involved with trailer maintenance across the country. We service about 1,500 trailers per month. One of our customers, for example, is SA Breweries, Spar, Premier Fleet Strategies. And today, I want to share my venture or our venture with you. Let me just quickly share my screen.
Perfect. We can see your screen.
Today, in the old days, we used to pick up a spanner and adjust the brakes, or we're waiting for something to happen. So we said no to the industry. Let's be proactive. By meaning what? We want to know before there is a bearing failure, before there is a brake binding issue, before there is a potential risk. We want to know before that incident. You must also remember who's at the specific trailer 24/7 a day. The driver. But we need to be clear to indicate what knowledge do the driver have. And I say it with all respect, do we really have the technical knowledge to see the brake adjustment? To see the air pressure in the airbags is not correctly set. Yeah, he rely on the mechanic. But the mechanic can also make mistakes. So what can we implement to minimize risk and minimize human errors? So let's start the journey. What is the purpose of this whole exercise? Obviously, it's cost. With the higher maintenance cost, tire cost, parts cost, fuel cost, we need to work clever. How can we ensure we utilize a trailer efficiency? Instead of the trailer traveling from Pretoria to Rustenburg for a delivery, and it's offloaded, what can we make sure, how can we ensure that we use the trailer? Preventative maintenance. That is preventative maintenance, again with the human factor, and again, do you have a scheduled maintenance plan in place? Trailer security. Please, please, please. This is not another dot on a map to see where is your trailer operating. This is way more than just a dot on a map tracker to see the location of your trailer. And most important, compliance. I will catch up on that one. Digital load management. For example, why can't we use digital data to advise us, to teach us, to educate us regarding trailer maintenance and preventative maintenance. And then at the end of the day, if we tick all these boxes, RTMS, we have various customers that we assist them with trailer maintenance across the country. And I have to say, when RTMS see our job cards, and I will share the job cards with you, you can, it is, for them, it is a ticking exercise. So, first thing I want you to remember, wherever you go, remember these words. And through this journey I'm going to take you on. Constantly ask yourself the question, when you can measure, then you can manage. So through this journey, ask yourself these questions. Only this one question. Can I measure my trailer parts, as an example? So on this slideshow, I just want to show you and indicate to you how this whole journey will assist you to use real-time technology to guide you in the right direction. For example, structure. You need to purchase a trailer. It's excellent. But do somebody take your hand and guide you to say, listen, this is the type of trailer you need to purchase because everybody purchases this trailer. But do they tell you the fine printing of what's inside the trailer? Inside meaning a cost comparison versus a BPW axle versus a Hendrick axle. The maintenance cost. Do they advise you to say, listen, the brake system that you must have on this trailer must be a WAPCO versus a Knorr or versus a other brand? What is the advantages of these various brands? Currently in South Africa today, with all respect to other brake suppliers, the support structure that we experience is extremely good from WAPCO. Because in WAPCO, you can have all this real-time technology data available in your computer. This is a challenge, the current challenges that we experience. Supply structure, the trailer parts, for example. Please, how do you measure your brake lining usage? You send your trailer in for a service, you receive it back, and in 6 months' time, the brake linings is gone. How do you measure it? Because if you cannot measure it, then you cannot manage it. Brake linings should at least have a specific range of kilometers. Depends, again, how many times the driver applied the brakes. What is your type of operation? Do you travel short distance, long distance, or cross-border, your road conditions? Tires. How do you measure your tire temperature and pressure? Yes, you have a staff member on site that run around with a gauge and take the temperature pressure of the tire and the thread. Brilliant. That is brilliant. I'm not saying we need to get rid of the physical inspection, but yet let's use that real-time data to lead us to the trailer that has a specific problem. Insurance. There was a word saying that, your house is not in order because it is a me issue. What does that mean? We need to start talking about us and not me. So how can we create a better insurance premium? If we start talking about us and go to our insurance companies and we talk about us, parts, tires, not me, what can I get a better tire price or parts price? Trailer maintenance, for example, is a massive issue. Scheduled services and safety inspections. How do you measure it? In real time, not on a piece of an Excel sheet. No, in real time that is available to everyone. Staff training. That is one of your biggest assets, is staff training. Roadside assistance. When you have a breakdown, we don't want to talk about roadside assistance because there must be no breakdowns. Reports, measurement, CPK. Currently, when your truck is in for a service, your trailer needs to go in for a service as well. Regardless what is the physical condition of the brake linings, you park your trailer, you send it in. But let's use real-time technology with brake efficiency that indicate there's a potential risk on your brakes. Your trailer needs to go in for a service. So it's important that we have a real-time service availability and safety inspections as well. Then, through the years, we developed our own TEMA job, paperless job card. When, for example, the reason for this is when the trailer is in for a service, the mechanic is doing the service, the trailer is out. When do you sign off that job card indicating the service was 100% correct and its compliance to all safety regulations? We say no. We want in real time, regardless wherever you are in the world, you can have access to that TEMA job card and you can see the defects. Scalar, this is our new baby of real-time trailer health. Trailer rental over a selected period. What happened with that trailer when you send it back? Surely there's cost involved. Huge cost, because they believe you need to provide the trailer back as the status that you received it. Again, on-site service support. With various tailor-branded maintenance plans that we can assist you with. All right, that is now what we experience in the industry. Is all the process, and can we provide a solution? Definitely. Let's start on our journey. Scalar. What is Scalar? Scalar, for example, when you go to the doctor put all these heart machines on you and it gives you a nice report indicating, yeah, you're still okay, or no, there is a potential risk of X. And it's exactly the same on a trailer. Let me put it even further. On your truck, the driver have a dashboard indicating the fuel level. He can measure it, and then now he can manage it to see it's not going below a certain point. Your truck on a dashboard have a display of temperature, oil level, air pressure. But what do we have on a trailer in real time? In your office. Scalar is your answer. Scalar bring your trailer health status into your office. I will show you. And then we're talking about the TIMA platform, the real paperless job card that bring the trailer physical condition into your office. Let's start with Scalar. You want to see and remember, the driver is also what I'm telling you. The driver see it on his phone. You see it in your office, in your computer. You receive notification. You decide what notifications I want to receive and who must receive those notifications. If there's a problem with the brake efficiency, the driver received the notification, selected management received the notification. Before the vehicle go out on delivery, dispatch can also block this vehicle not to be used as there are certain risk areas. This is, again, not a dots on a map tracker. It is way more. Optimize route leads. Let's, for example, you constantly have an issue with airbag failure. And you just replace airbags. How do you measure the airbag's failure? On that certain route, we can provide a point of interest. There is a pothole. So the driver knows there's on his route planning, there's a pothole on this section. Reduce the speed. We can manage the location, we can manage the driver's speed that he travel, as that point of interest constantly provide with that big pothole a problem with your airbags. Reduce paperwork. Why can't we use technology to give us an insight or immediately, you need to make a decision now. Now we need to go and do VLOOKUPs and draw the trailer files to see, but for the last 3 months, we replaced 6 airbags. What is the reason for it? Why can't we just get it with a few, we can get all the information in front of you. And I will show you how is it possible. And then most important, prevent breakdowns. Because if you know about the potential risk, you cannot see what's inside the engine. You fill it up with oil, petrol, and you trust everything is 100%. You do not have the inside information about that engine. Scalar provides you the necessary inside information of a potential risk. This is a risk notifications. And this is not when you receive these risk notifications to discipline and fire a driver. No. The risk notifications is available for everyone. We need to use the risk notification to guide us, to educate the driver, to educate the staff that needs to do the tire pressures, for example. This one, RSS, road stability. For example, a driver constantly taking corners too fast. We're not firing the driver, we educate them. We tell them, listen, look here, on this day, on this specific location, you constantly have a RSS notification in the system. So please drive carefully. Even at the point of interest for him, so that he know when he entering that corner, he must at least have a 40 kilometers. Tire temperature. You will constantly see trailers burn out. What is the reason for it? Is it a flat tire? Is it because I can show you in the next diagram, I will show you the tire temperature and pressure. I will show you the tire temperature. I will show you the air. What is the reason for brake bindings? It's a lack of air pressure. I will show you the air supply. It's 100%. So what was the cause of it? Was it the cause of air supply? Then you can clearly see there's a lack of air supply in the graph on that trailer. Most important, the driver start his pre-trip inspection. He look at the trailer, everything is fine. Once a year, we need to take a trailer for a road test certificate, where the trailer is on a roller brake test, and everybody is fine. We put 10 technicians in a room. We ask them, how do you adjust the brakes? And 99%, all 10 of them, they will tell you a different story. The ORD files is the best thing that the industry can have. It gives you cannot edit or delete it. It is not a paper system. It is a system that gives you all the history of the defects on the trailer. For example, when we have an incident on a trailer, an accident, for example, we just go to the ORD file to see what was the last 3 months selected period, all the error codes with this trailer. All right, then, for example, the error code of brake efficiency. Okay, what did you do to correct it? Did you book the trailer off for a service or for an inspection? No, we just clear the error codes and hope everything is fine. No. Let's go to the next slide. This is a nice topic. You don't need to go through all the trailers to see what's happening. You have a real-time update of your tire pressures, harsh braking, cornering, driving without EBS cable, EBS interventions. For example, why did the driver apply the brakes that it must be actually that the EBS and ABS needs to intervene? You see the registration number, how long ago, the speed, the load, the current kilometers the vehicle is traveling. You see the tire pressure. On the right front, this trailer, there's an issue with the tire pressure. So now you can direct the mechanic, the tire staff, directly to the specific trailer location. Right front tire pressure is underinflated. All in one dashboard. Let's carry on. Speed versus axle load. Overloading. You can see this yellow marks here. This is a ABS, tire pressure notifications. It gives you the exact kilometer readings, the date, the time, the axle load, and the speed is traveling. Surely, when there's an incident with this vehicle, in an accident, you can see without any reports, it is on your screen. You can see the trailer was it overloaded? Yes or no? There's a constant problem on his tire pressures, for example. Maybe it was a problem. You can see there was an ABS intervention. So, and after the ABS intervention, there was an accident. You can see it. Tire pressure, the different tire pressures. This should be, in a perfect world, should be more in line with each other. Let me show you the nice one. Temperature. Again, you see the red ones here. The tire pressure is not correct. Show you trailer layout. When one assume one of these lines were way above the rest, what impact does it show you? You can see the tire temperature is increasing on one specific brake drum. But what is the possible cause for it? It means only one thing. One drum of the trailer is doing all the brake force. Then again, you can, with your cursor, you can slide up and down here and it will show you on a map as well. The time, the location, the date, when this one line item increase. Surely the brake adjustment on that trailer is not correct, as only one line item increase. It's indicating, like I said, that brake drum is doing all the brake force. So your brake efficiency is 0. It even tells you how to repair. It shows you there is a problem. The power supply. It shows you an error of power supply. It shows you the location of the vehicle, registration number, and it even gives the mechanic instruction how to repair it. What to do to check for repair. This one is the best solution. Do you think this trailer is safe on the road? Look at all these error codes. ABS interventions, meaning the driver constantly used harsh braking. Insufficient tire pressure. RRS. This driver is a cowboy. Why can't we use, I say again, why can't we use this information to educate the driver? Because, for example, if ABS intervention, meaning he applied the brakes in an abnormal way, what is the impact of it? The impact of it is your money. There is high brake lining wear, high brake drum wear. So your service intervals, instead for every 60,000 kilometers, or as per your set, your parameters, should be now 30,000 kilometers. I can tell you now that you complain about your brake lining wear, but look here, you constantly have ABS interventions. Surely it's eating your money. I say again, it's not to fire the driver, but to educate them. You complain about your brake lining wear, like I explained previously. But I can show you here, meneer, you abuse your brakes. You complain about your tires. Your tire is not lasting. But how can it last if it's constantly underinflated? The system is there to guide us to create a better transport environment. This is a typical example of the location. The location of the ABS intervention. It shows you the load, the speed, the load, and the tire pressure. If there was an accident and the insurance company noticed that your tire pressure was not correct, you're at risk. And that is the whole purpose of this exercise, is to eliminate risk, to reduce risk. Like I said, the ORD report. This is a complete history of all the incidents on that trailer. On this report, I can show you on that specific route how many times the driver applied the brakes. When a driver applied the brakes, what's the impact of it? Again, it's your maintenance cost going high. People used to say to us, but your maintenance and the brake linings that you use is not of good quality. Then we say, okay, it's fine, but let's use technology to guide us. This specific driver versus other drivers on the same route, this driver applied the brakes 30 times. The other driver on the same route, same load, same product that they deliver, applied 90 times. Why? Why? Now I can show you why. And we can pinpoint to the specific location where the driver applied the brakes. Brake pressure control. Example, is there enough air in the system to release your brakes? Now you have brake binding. What is the possible cause of it? Brake binding, breakdown, you don't want it. So before air pressure decline in a system, or reducing air pressure supply to release your brakes, we notice there's a potential risk. Other solution, increase your security levels. For example, it's proactive. We get real-time notification as it happens. For example, if there is a get real-time alert for theft, you can also, what is the word? My apology. For example, if you have you transport a certain valuable product, we implement door locks that you only can open and close in your location. Or if when a vehicle is at a certain geofence, you can only offload at that specific area. You cannot open the door at the garage or wherever. Only you can open the door lock for him. When you select the geofence where he needs to deliver, and he can deliver only at that areas. If you transport frozen products, you can even remotely adjust the temperature inside the trailer. Like I said, the driver is the person that's 24/7 with the trailer, so he needs to know what's happening with his trailer. On a truck, yes, he can look at the dashboard and he can see everything. On a trailer, there's nothing. So we need to provide the driver information to see there's a potential risk. He received a notification, you received a notification in your office. Op die level, if you transport various products of where you offload at the back of the trailer automatically lift the suspension or lower the suspension to the docking bay. Tail guard, when you reverse the trailer and somebody walk behind the vehicle, it automatically stops the trailer. You can set the parameters for when you want them to stop. Then we're talking about the future of trailer maintenance. TIMA. You remember we talk about the paperless job card. Our manager that's in Pretoria needs to see the condition and verify the job cards of the trailer that they serviced in Mafeking. When he's in Mafeking, the trailer is already on the road. So he signed off a document that's got what value? Nothing. Just a piece of paper to indicate, yes, the service was done. So we say, no, let's bring the trailer into your office. It's a live job card system. It's a live communication network to all relevant responsible persons. Let me explain to this one. When there is a problem on a trailer, the mechanic pick it up during his safety inspection. He can lock an action on the TIMA job card to a selected management, indicating to that person there is a problem, or, for example, your kingpin is not correct. It is non-compliance. And the manager needs to communicate back to him to say, listen, yes, replace or do not replace. Because in the past, we constantly have, but you never phone me or you never bring this under my attention. So there's a live chat action job card that you need to action to say, listen, what is the problem, when it needs to be fixed, and when it's fixed, it's completed with a job card number. Selected criteria. When we service a trailer, for example, and there is a brake lining failure, or we need to replace the brake linings, surely certain risk factors, and you can select what risk factors you want to indicate. I use now brake linings as an example, or license disc is not valid. When the mechanic mark it on a job card as non-compliance, selected management automatically received a notification on their phone or on a WhatsApp notification indicating there's a risk and cost coming through with photos, so that the staff member sit in his office, he received a mail, and he automatically know there's a potential risk. It's a one dashboard item. I can show you without going to the workshop what trailers. This one, for example, is in a workshop for a drive-through inspection. It's in progress. Inspection is scheduled, and there is all the actions. Damage headboard that needs to be actioned or to be for repairs. Let's go to the next slide. So, where is my scheduled service and safety inspections? You log into the system, you can see your scheduled services and safety inspections, and it's not always, the trailers are not always available, so you can edit it. You also receive this notification on your Outlook calendar, so you can plan in advance. You can see, for example, what we use the word template. What type of services do we need to conduct? So you select on template, and it shows you all the scheduled services or the running repairs or the drive-throughs inspections. Who must do it? Who assigned it? What is the status of it? Was it done, yes or no? What site? What workshop? What asset? What trader is it? Without VLOOKUPs or anything, any manager can sit in his office to say, okay, show me all the vehicles that we missed. That's overdue for a service. This is real-time data. It's not, somebody needs to capture it. We capture it once. We agree on your service schedule intervals. You want to service every 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. When do you want to do a drive-through inspection, the safety inspection every month? You decide the criteria. But you can manage it. You can measure it, then you can manage it. This one is my favorite. Tell me, without any VLOOKUPs or going through all the paper job cards, how many brake linings failed? You can see there is a graph of every line item. This is line item, meaning the question of the job on the job card. The question was check brake linings and brake drums. So give me all the vehicles for a selected period, selected depot, or nationally that fail this criteria. You only have to click on this blue line and it gives you all the detail. This is a vehicle number, the date, it was a scheduled service, and it was scheduled in bay number 2, and it was in Meyerton workshop. Now you can measure. Now I can manage. So the reason for this, for example, is why in Meyerton Depot. Let me show you the next slide. Non-compliance per depot workshop. This is the dates. Meyerton is a blue one. Why in Meyerton I have a constant problem with brake linings versus other workshops versus Port Elizabeth, Cape Town, Durban. Why do I have a constant problem with brake linings in Meyerton? Maybe it is the product itself. Maybe it is a lack of knowledge from the technician to adjust the brakes. Maybe it is driver abuse. But Jan, how can we measure it? To say it is driver abuse or product. How can we identify the problem or a root cause? Because it is a problem. But how can we adjust the problem, address the problem? Easy. We're going back to Scalar. We say to Scalar, give me the kilometers when this vehicle was fitted with new brake linings. Give me the number of brake applications this driver applied the brakes. Give me the number of ABS, EBS interventions. Is it a stop-start operation? Or is it long haul that he traveled? Or now I can go back to the driver, the technician, or the parts supplier. Look at this one, compare the same brake lining product versus product number B. Same operation. Now you can measure, now you can manage. This one is, for example, just to indicate this graph, the services that we conduct per day across the country or per depot. And this sheet here, manage your workshop. How many trailers did Meyerton, Durban, Port Elizabeth, and Cape Town conduct? You can see here, Meyerton on this specific day was heads above them all. This is only a management tool for your workshop. How many services is not being signed off by management? You click on a red one because the red is incomplete, and it gives you all the vehicle numbers. The date, what type of service that was a breakdown, the start date, the end date. This is only a summary of all the inspections that was conducted. For example, on the 24th of March, this is a fleet number. It was a drive-through inspection. It is a job card number. What is the average score on that trailer during his inspection? 77%. So if you want to view the report, you click on view report and it opens. You don't need to go to the file, walk up and down to the workshop. No. Then let me share just one last thing with you. This is a typical example of our job card. Indicating the site, the client, who's conducting the inspection, what bay, service bay it was conducted, what fleet number, how many axles, is it the ARIS, BPW suspension. On this depot, they do not want to use, they're still using the Habu meter readings. But it's all technology. The job card, what type of service it was. And here's all the line, for example, first we start with all the problems, the non-compliance. The landing leg handles. The trailer caught fire. Now the driver cannot off-hook the trailer from the truck. Now the truck burned out as well. Because of a simple operating handle is not fitted. The 80 kilometer stickers, brake linings. For example, prove to me that you replace the brake linings. We supply them an invoice. Say, listen, we fit new brake linings. There's a proof of the photos. If you are live in the system, you click on the photo and it enlarges the photo. We replace the wheel bearings. This wheel bearings, oil seals. There's the part list that we replace. This part list automatically synchronizes with the financial system to create the quotation to the client. It's all paperless. Check the condition airport upright channels. There's a proof that it's installing good. There's a proof that the license discs are still valid. The electrical hubcap, the ABS valve fittings is still good. The apron plate, this is one thing that people do not do. The apron plate and kingpin inspection. There is a proof. For example, you have high wear on your truck fifth wheels. But do we ever check the trailer skid plate? Do we use the right lubrication on a truck fifth wheel? Now, the best part is, for example, this line here. The staff member do not know how to adjust or check the kingpin. So he click on that line, that link, and it opened a video for him. Teach me how to set the kingpin, to measure a kingpin, to torque the kingpin bolts. This is technology, people. We need to use it. There is your proof that the kingpin, you can trace the kingpin. So if there's a problem, yes.
Are you able to move your screen on what you are saying right now? You are on slide 28.
You can. Oh, wait. I thought you can see this. My apology. Wait.
No, we are. Yes. Are you on your dashboard now?
Yeah. Can you see this picture that I share here? That I move?
Not yet. It's a blank screen.
Wait.
We were able to see your presentation. You're on slide 28.
Yeah, my friend, you should have stopped me. Oh, sorry, my apology.
Not a
Let me.
problem.
Jan, just reshare your presentation again.
Yeah, sorry, my mistake. Sorry, people. My apology.
Not a problem.
Sorry, I just need to open that sheet first. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Now to share this. This is actually the best part of this whole exercise is to show you in real time
In real time.
the trailer.
Have you pressed share?
Yeah, I want to share, but you don't want to open that link for me. Just 1 second.
Oh, okay.
It will not show you the link, Jan. I think if I may propose, what we can do is just for you to just wrap up and then people can ask their questions. If you click on that link, it will not come out and then it will not share on your screen. That could be the challenge. So if I may ask that you just yourselves and Lehlogonolo open your cameras and then just wrap up the conversation and do the questions and answers, please.
Okay. My camera is open.
Excellent. No, thank you, Jan, for that. No, brilliant presentation. Loved the solution that you brought us. It's quite comprehensive, quite detailed. Before I ask questions, can please note everyone that is online, you are able to raise your hand and we'll just call out your name and you can pose your question, or rather you can also post a question on the chat that will also assist us. So please feel free, let it be engaging, just raise your hand and I'll call out your name or on the chat. Since we're waiting for questions to come through, Jan, I have a quick question for you.
Yes, my friend.
Love the system. The system is great. It's definitely what we need. For instance, the number of years that I was a controller, the issue was that as a controller, I was never trained what to look out for when it comes to trailers, right? Inverse, even with the drivers, it is assumed that because a driver is able to drive a truck, they should know what to look for within the defects of a truck. But this particular system also assists the controller and the driver so that they're in conjunction with the maintenance or workshop. My question is this, Jan. I have 5 trucks. How do I use this particular system? I have 5 trucks and I have no budget. Is it a feasible thing to attain when you have about 5 trucks, 6 trucks, and the budget is not so great? How would you advise me?
My friend, we sit here with a brilliant lady in Northern. The purpose is.
Apologies. If you're able to, please open up your video. We just don't see you.
To do it, but
Okay, go ahead, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it fine?
Yes, go ahead, please.
All right. That is why we did not put any price structures in. You know, for us, it is about to create something different. You know, and every person environment, operation environment is differently.
Okay.
So we make it really there is various options, for example, to use the telematics. For example, it's over a 36 months period.
Okay.
We assist them even with, because if they have 5 trucks, now they need to purchase 10 scalar hardware equipment. So mostly, with all respect, even bigger companies do not want to invest that large sum of the hardware. They rather say, listen, we pay you a monthly fixed fee that includes your subscription and your hardware. So we finance it for them. Even if there is if we can assist with the trailer maintenance with them, then we work out a separate package for them to say, listen, this is your maintenance package, this is your hardware package, this is your subscription package. So there is various financial options for them available. And we need to sit with them face to face that we can, and firstly, understand their operation. And not as to put numbers and say, yeah, it will cost you R5 a month. So we need to understand the operation, because that it adds more value to sit with them and explain to them the how the system is work again, and understand the process, and just to put down a number on a table. But it is very cost effective.
And from what you said and what we've seen, it's, as I said, it's quite comprehensive, quite detailed, and you spoke of quite a number of technical things, right? Quite a number of technical things that one needs to look at, needs to see. And now, in a case where you have a fleet manager or mechanics who are not vastly educated with trailers, but they are a mechanic, but they are not well versed educated in all the technicalities that you just presented now, how would you advise someone like that?
This is a journey.
Mm-hmm.
You remember my first words was, let me take you on this venture. And this is not a system that we implement and walk away. This is not our type of operation. We need to walk a walk and walk the road with you. So we constantly provide training. It's scheduled training. It is not to say, yes, let's implement it. There is a lot of boxes that we need to tick in this whole venture. And training, constant scheduled training, constant chat box. There's even a chat box that when the mechanic is not sure about what to do, how to do it, there's a chat box that we can communicate with.
No, great.
And it's not a rocket science. It is basic, simple things that we have the problem. The system indicates there's a problem, so we just need to go and fix it.
Now,
so, and then again, we provide courses like for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in Middelburg. We go to a specific client and with our staff people, and we educate the people. We strip a trailer physically. We strip a trailer, and we invite the management as well. Not to stand there, we provide them an overall. because they need to understand, if we talk about a brake booster or a brake lining, they understand what we're talking about.
No, that makes absolute sense. And when you say that, I'm just thinking here, from your experience and over the years, is it, if you do not have a system, a telematic system like this, how profitable would your business be? Because I can see that quite a number of things you are looking at, and your solution is cost effective and also increases revenue and quite a number of things. But now, what are the disadvantages of not using a system such as yours?
Let me, can I ask the words, can you measure it?
Okay.
Can you measure your brake lining wear? Can you measure how many airbags you replace? Can you measure, if you can measure it, you can manage it. So for us as a trailer maintenance supplier, we see the benefits of it, of be proactive. Instead of just signing the invoice to pay, I can provide the customer detail about why we need to replace the brake linings. What is your biggest cost factors on a trailer? Is your brake drums and brake linings maintenance related? So how do we measure it? How many times did we apply the brakes, the driver applied the brakes versus other trailers? So now there's a cost factor coming through. So now I can measure it. I can show them, this driver, he abused the brakes. Let's educate the driver. So surely, yes, if I can answer your question, surely you will see, we experience a better and safer minimum downtime of breakdowns, where trailers are fitted with this, and we use the system.
And I love the component of being proactive, because a number of transporters, especially when it comes to trailers, they are not proactive in preventing these particular errors. Generally speaking, because one, whether it's the driver or the controller, they don't know what to look for, because the scheduled maintenance for the trailer or the truck, it's maybe month end or in 2 months' time at the workshop, because you out on a long haul to Cape Town, to Durban, to Northwest, wherever you may be. But it is quite hard for the driver to know what to look for. And for the fact that the solution is in real time, and if there is a breakdown, when the maintenance people or the workshop comes to you, they already know, they have been advised on what is the issue, what they need to fix, and that preempts the workshop to be diligent in what they need to fix. And I love that component. Could you just explain a bit again on the scalar point, where exactly what do you look at just to prevent certain errors?
Let me quickly share this page again. One second. While it's opening. When a trailer, before, where is it? This one. Before a trailer is loaded.
Jan,
can you see the screen?
Yeah, perfect. Now we can.
Before a trailer is planned for delivery. Let's start it there. Before a trailer is planned for delivery, the distribution must see the screen. to block the trailer for being used. That even if it's a system, if it's still been planned for delivery, the driver needs to see these risk factors. And he needs to go to the mechanic to repair. The mechanic, the workshop manager needs to see this error codes. That is why we said it starts with a certain company. Let me put it this way. With a certain company, the trailer's coming back 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the mornings at night. They park the vehicle. Tomorrow morning, the shunter take the vehicle, load it, and park it, and it's ready for delivery. With all these risk factors. So we said no. Before we can use this trailer, we need to make sure the brake efficiency on a trailer is still 100% correct. How do you bring your driver safe back home every day? If you do not have, the driver cannot see the brake efficiency is not correct. He trusts that the mechanic is doing his job correctly. And yeah, we need to make sure the technical people are trained to do it right. Mm-hmm. But also remember, you take the trailer once a year to the local testing station for a brake roller test. What happened after that? We normally send the mechanic with the driver to the testing station to avoid up and down traveling, to adjust the brakes while the trailer is on the roller tests. Is it right? Why can't we use real-time technology?
Jan, we left with about 8 minutes or so.
Yes.
Another question to you is, what's the standard measurement for service package from manufacturer? So here, when you go back to the manufacturer, what's the service package in terms of cost-wise? What is the standard management service just in general?
Again, there is various factors playing a role. For example, you're driving a Mercedes-Benz. I don't want to say this one is better than that one. I'm just trying to make a point. You're driving a Mercedes-Benz. I'm driving a Toyota Corolla 1.3 1922 model. Surely, my maintenance package will be different from your car.
True.
The cost. That is why I said, when you really, and people can phone me, WhatsApp me, mail me, and I will surely come and help them or try to assist them. In a sense of to say, listen, do you have a choice of a BPW brake drum or brake suspension or other brakes or other axle? Because one is more expensive than the other one. You need to, you cannot make a standard rule to say for a trailer to be serviced cost you 19,000 Rand a month, 19,000 Rand across the board. Because this one is a BPW, this one is a 100.
Just to interject there, Jan. So meaning for the fact that we have quite a different cost implications when it comes to trailer management and services and so forth. So in relation to your system, if one uses your solution, they're able to mitigate certain expenses when you go for a service package, for instance, because when there's a lack of education when it comes to trailer management, and there's no systems such as yourself, your solution, when you go for service, it may be more expensive because certain things you did not see because you did not have a solution. So my question to you is, what are the benefits, the benefits that you have seen with your clients in terms of when they have your solution and versus when they didn't have your solution, when they go to the manufacturer for a service or things like that?
Okay. Can you measure it? Then you can manage it. Solution is, for example, you receive the invoice. You take your trailer in for a service, you receive the invoice of X amount, and you pay for it. But did they replace the brake linings?
Mm. Mm.
Did they replace the airbag? Did they do a diagnostic test on your trailer to see if there's any risk factors on your trailer? Did they provide you a diagnostic report indicating I test your trailer and the heart of the trailer is still good? Do they provide you? You just receive the invoice, that's all. And your driver collect and you need to pay. But what else do you get for your payment? Do you get all this included in a specific payment to make sure when RTMS is conducting an audit report, you can tell him, listen, look at this. This is my service schedule. This is my cost. This is the history of this trailer. There's no error codes for the last 6 months. Because if there's an error code, this is a process that we follow to clear it. You just take a trailer now to Mr. Pitt and they, for example, we need to be honest with each other as well. There is so many aftermarket products, trailer parts in the country. So how do you make sure the BPW part that you put in your trailer is an original BPW part? You don't want to take your Mercedes to a Volkswagen agent to service it. Because will they put in the approved BPW part? Yes or no? Mm-hmm. And that is the type of relationship that we want to create with that is the type of relationship actually that we create for 27 years with our clients.
Excellent, excellent. Jan, please, I wish we could go on for another 2 hours or so, but we are left with 2 minutes to go. Can you please just give us your closing remarks as well as where do we find you? What's the name of your company? Where do we find you when we need you? Definitely, we need your services. So where do we find you and what's your final remarks to us on this call?
Let me share the last one. Where is it? Oh, I took it lower. My cell phone number is 082 854 6307.
Please repeat it again.
082 854 6307. I want to put it here on the screen, just 1 second. Mm-hmm. Can you see it?
And it's on the chat box as well.
Okay. And that is my email address, jan@taas.africa. WhatsApp me, mail me, and I surely want to come and share my. It's not that we know everything, mm-hmm. but at least we can create something better.
No, Jan, thank you so much for this comprehensive class or presentation that you gave us. It opened quite a lot of insights, nuggets that we need to do as upcoming companies, already established companies. this is definitely a solution, a system that we need. And definitely, I know people will be contacting you to find out more. And it's a comprehensive solution. Please do contact Jan and his team with regards to this particular solution. And thank you for your time. Thank you for engaging. See you next month as we bring you another comprehensive solution and an expert to talk about all things road freight. And thank you again from the SMME Road Freight team. And let's see you again. Thank you for your, before we go, please remember this particular link presentation will be emailed to you, and you can also find it on YouTube. And the Road Freight Summit has a podcast that you can, it's on YouTube. Follow us on LinkedIn as well. And we are also on TikTok. Do follow us there. Thank you so much for your time and do have a lovely day. Thank you, everyone.